Hey guys, and welcome to another video by OtakuD. Today we're going to be running through some of the highlights of the new 1.3 release, which is probably going to be coming out on the 1st of August. They've released a preview build of it to the Minecraft Mojang website, so you can go grab a copy there and play 1.3 ahead of time if you want to. As you can see here, we've got our first edition. These are the new cocoa trees. We actually got cocoa fruit on them, which you can break off, and then I'm in creative mode at the moment, but it actually does drop cocoa. One of the other additions is these new starting chests. When you start a new world, there's an option in the menu there where you can actually say if you want to start with a starting chest, and what it does is it supplies you with a few items that might actually help you get going a bit quicker. Sometimes it does have food. It seems to have some random equipment, but nothing really epic. Like it's just the stone or the wooden tools. So yeah, that's pretty cool for someone who's just starting out, or if you've done the wood phase so many times you just want to skip a bit ahead. Okay, then there's a lot of menu options. There's now hardcore and multiplayer. So all those people who had to do it manually before can now actually do it legitimately. You won't be able to join the server again. Chat option. There's new chat options for colors and things when you type in the chat, as well as an open to LAN option in the menu. And then there's support for downloading a texture pack in multiplayer, so if the server's got a texture pack loaded, there's an option to download it. All of these are actually in the main menu. If you see, I've got an open to LAN. If I click it, it gives me an option. I can set the game mode. I can also allow cheats on and off. This cheats thing is actually pretty cool. It allows you to turn off rain, change the time of day. It's pretty much like your multiplayer commands, but in single player, which is pretty cool. And then when you say let's just turn cheats on there, back to creative, start LAN world, you see it'll give you your IP address in the bottom corner there, so anyone else on the LAN can actually join you via that IP. But the server browser itself for multiplayer games searches for LAN games, so you don't actually have to do much work anymore, which is pretty cool for people who want to play more LAN games. There's also new wooden slabs for all the different color wood types. You can see we've got the birch and the oaks and that kind of thing there. Very cool, and those can obviously be stacked up on top of each other as well. Then we've got a fire charge. You see here's a fire charge. The recipe is quite simple. It's blazing powder, some coal and some gunpowder, and you just put it in a line going downwards. Can be anywhere. Like that. You can see it makes 3 fire charges. What you can do with those is put them in a dispenser and it shoots out flames, and yeah, they can actually be used to turn on portals or actually fry enemies. You could set up some traps and things to shoot out, destroy some enemies. That's pretty cool. Over here, okay, control trees, that's over there, and now the cookies as well. As you see here, these cookies now heal for 2 food, which is actually quite cool, because there used to be just 1, which kind of didn't seem like it matched up to the size of the cookie. I mean, they're gigantic cookies, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Another very interesting feature, ores give XP when you mine them. So yeah, if we just turn off, you can see I'm using the game mode commands here, even though this is single player server. You can use these commands. If I mine out this ore, actually it gives me XP, or well, it's actually supposed to give me XP, but it doesn't actually seem to be giving me anything now. Oh no, there we go. You can see my XP bar is flying up, but it actually seems to be only on the higher ores. So diamond gives me quite a bit there. It's quite cool. So it actually gives you some sort of reward for mining. And then also when you start to cook things, so if we put stuff in this furnace here, cook some gold off, you can see my XP bar there is just almost about to go to level 2. So if we grab one of these, you can see it's gone up a little bit. So for every item that cooks, it actually gives you XP when you remove them from the furnace, which is quite cool. Okay, so this is one of my favorite. This is like a redstone edition. Let's just type the time command here so that we don't get too dark. This is a redstone edition called tripwires. It's very easy. You just place a block and then a stick and then iron above it, and it will make this little tripwire latch here. You see there's a little fine line running across there, and if I walk on it, whoa, okay, it closes this door. So it's pretty cool. So you put one on either end of the place you want a tripwire. If you break it, you get some string, then it won't work. I can walk through there. But if I grab this string again, I place it down, you see it joins up those two, and it's stuck again. You could actually use this for cool mob traps. Trigger some trap when a mob walks over it and then it blows up. Another cool block which you can see over here are emeralds. Yes, emeralds. Very interesting. They have some uses. You can see an XP little bar comes off there as well with emeralds. There's some interesting uses which I will get to later, but yeah, the main construction use that you can use is just the decorative emerald block over there, which is 9 like your diamonds. Another feature which I really like is the book in the quill. Books have a new recipe now. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but yeah, you can get it here. You get a book, you put 3 papers like that and a leather in the middle, and you get a book. And then with this book you can put in a feather and ink, and you'll get a book and quill. This can be in any order, it doesn't have to be like that. And then you have a book and quill, which is quite cool. Put that on your hotbar, and you can right click and edit it, so you can just type in stuff there, and you've got a done option and a sign option. You can have as many pages as you like. It expands as you go through pages. Sign will close it off and it won't be editable anymore, and then done just closes it and you can edit it again later. You can see here I've done this book here. You can have different colors as well in your books. You have to first paste a special character and then choose a color from 1 all the way through to F, so there's quite a few different colors you can use. I'll put that character that you need to paste into the description below. You can't actually type it in, you have to paste it in from an outside source. And then get page 2. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that addition. Another just a real texture swap is that gravel. Gravel has been changed to look like this now. I never really liked the old gravel. This one might grow on me. It looks a bit more street friendly, so you could maybe use it on streets and it won't look so out of place and pinky. But yeah, that's interesting. They decided to change that texture. Also, woods can now be placed on their sides. As you see here, those woods are placed on their sides, and this one's placed facing forwards. So that just gives you some more design options for your wood placement. And also there are the stairs in the blocks as well. An interesting thing about the stairs, let's get another one here as well. Another one. See, if I hover at the top of the block and place the stair, it places it upside down. Okay. But if I hover at the bottom of the block and I place the stair, it places the right way around. So, and this is true for all of the stairs and also the half blocks. If you aim in the top half of the block you're placing it on, it will put it upside down. And if you aim at the bottom half, it's going to put it normally, obviously facing the direction you're putting it in. So yeah, you can force all your stairs and half blocks to go upside down. Why would you want to do that? Well, now levers can actually fit on upside down half blocks, so you could use that for your circuitry and then not take up so much space. You can put a little bit of gap underneath there, and I don't know, you can come up with all sorts of clever ideas. Another thing with levers is they can actually go on upside down at the moment. There's actually redstone up there. I can just change to game mode 1. You can see it just run redstone at the top to go over there. So you could actually put lights in your roof now quite easily and just have a lever underneath, and it runs through, lights up all your house. And then that one, oh yeah, it also goes on glowstone now. It didn't used to go on glowstone, but no, redstone now can travel across glowstone. It still seems like you cannot put redstone on upside down half blocks. Let me just check that out. Another thing I should actually mention, which you can see here, is the creative menu has been majorly upgraded. You've got all your building blocks put into this pile, which is basically all your blocks that you can use. Then your decorative blocks are pretty much all the leaves and the cobwebs, and you've got your chests and music. Decorative blocks, I don't know if these really fit into the decorative category, but anyway, they're there. And also redstone, transportation, miscellaneous, got all the eggs and things there. Materials, there's all your dyes, and there's a brewing one, just totally brewing, and it's got all your potions, and now they like display actually what they're called and what they do, which is kind of nice, but an easy reference. And then all your armors, tools, foods, nicely separated. Another great thing is you can actually check your inventory. You didn't used to be able to do that in the previous version. Now you can. That's actually what I'm holding. And then search for items. So if I'm looking for wood, great, it comes up with all the wood items there. You just press escape to get out of that menu. Very, very cool addition. Really like that one. Okay, and then yeah, so we were going to try half blocks here. I really don't think it works though. Let's try some redstone. Redstone. Oh, it does actually work on half blocks. Awesome. So you can put down slabs now and it will go through there. Very cool. Another great addition, which was really a problem with the previous ones, is dispensers can now distribute carts and boats into their rail cart and to water respectively. Actually it's meant to be that, but I think I've got vines growing here which could be causing the problem. Yep, so just remember that anything in front of it can actually cause it to bug out like that. Interesting. But yeah, it goes straight onto water, which is quite cool. Very handy if you've got some automated factories going. Another really great addition is ender chests. Some of you might be familiar with the mod ender chest. This is now an official Minecraft variation of it. I wouldn't say they really copied it because it's quite different, because it's actually now per player, and on the server it's different per player, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So whatever you put in this chest will appear in the ender, the world of the ender, and different for every person on the server too. So yeah, see, and the recipe is quite simple. You just put some obsidian with an ender eye of the ender pearl, and then you get your ender chest over there. So yeah, bit of a costly recipe, but definitely worth it. Right before you fight that ender dragon will come in very useful. Let's put on this off. Another change is you can actually shift click on your armor. I just have to change my game mode back again. See, if I shift click on my helmet and whatever, it puts it on for me. Kind of like when you shift clicked on chests, it puts stuff in for you. That's quite cool. Just makes it a bit easier to equip items now. Okay, and then you've got a few little minor updates here. Buckets can actually stack up to 16 now, which is quite handy for space saving. And then also, if you chuck a whole bunch of stuff on the ground, oh sorry, wrong button, chuck a whole bunch of stuff on the ground, it actually starts to stack in that location. So that won't actually cause much server lag anymore. It becomes like one stack, which is quite handy for servers. There have been hundreds of server fixes to improve performance and everything. This is actually a server running at the moment, but yeah, you don't get single play anymore. It actually just runs a server that you can only play on. So the performance is actually pretty good. I'm getting better performance than I used to. Cheats are now with tab. So if you go here and you press tab, it shows you like all your cheats or all your commands for the server, kill, TP, everything like that. Game mode, so it shows you everything you can do. Teleport can now do XYZ coordinates. Very cool. Enchanting level 30 items have more luck and at least 2 stats. So when you reach level 30 and you enchant your items, you're gonna get a pretty decent item. Not so random anymore of getting a really bad one. When you're level 30, you stand quite a good chance of getting a good item. And then netherwort can be now be grown in the overworld. This is awesome for potion crafting, so you can actually harvest these and then plant them in the overworld. In default Minecraft they do grow, although I think they might need less light, although those have grown, so yeah, maybe it's fine like this. They don't seem to require water. You just need to put them on soul sand from the nether. They don't grow on normal grass. Okay, so those are the main additions. Let me just check, got everything there. Yep, those are the main additions. We can just check here how much experience we get from all these blocks. So we're just about level 2, grab them. Okay, we got like 4 levels from that. So very cool. That's like bonus XP for doing practically nothing, if you ask me. There's another change over here which is quite awesome. There's another change which I can't actually find at the moment. It's just very difficult to find, but I managed to find this one. Just going to change it back to daytime. Getting light there. Yes, we now get pyramids and temples in the desert. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're actually part of towns. I don't know if they can just spawn by themselves, but they seem to be spawning near towns. I found a few next to towns here. And they're supposed to be full of traps and treasure, but unfortunately the one I found here is pretty empty. But it's pretty cool to just have this auto spawn in your world. I'm sure there's going to be very cool designs coming from that you can build around. Also, another thing is if you build houses for your NPC village and the NPC reproduce, they will actually fill up those houses, so you can actually expand the population of your villages, which is pretty cool. I like that. Doesn't just make them a decoration. And another thing that doesn't just make them decoration is you can now trade with people. They basically use items or emeralds. Emeralds, as we saw earlier, those actually spawn naturally in high mountain areas. So, and they're about as rare as diamonds. You can find them on the same level as gold. I think it's levels 4 to 30. And then yeah, you can use them basically for trading. They don't really have much other use besides that block that I showed you earlier. And what's awesome is you can actually get chain boots now from trading with the blacksmith in villages. So if you find a blacksmith, he has a chance of being able to trade chain leggings and chain helmets and also the other armors for emeralds. How does it work, you ask? Well, you simply just go up to a villager, right click on him, and he will say, okay, give me an emerald, I will give you 5 arrows. So you can put in that and you will get 5 arrows if he keeps still, that is. Okay, this guy's got bread. All of them have different things. You can grab 3 bread for as many emeralds as you got. So that's pretty cool. I really like the trading. Something quite different. I think they do actually stop moving, it's just another one pushed me out the way. So yeah, you can get, and then also there's a chance when you do a certain number of trades with them that they will actually upgrade their services, and they make, like, you know, those little purples, there we go, there, purpley thing, and then you'll see he's actually got another trade option there. So now he will also accept emeralds and he will give you 5 melons. So that's pretty awesome. I think they can have a maximum of three types of trades that you can accept from them. So there's another one added, and now he will accept wheat, so you can put wheat in the side and he will give you emeralds back. So if you're battling to find your emeralds, there's actually quite a few villages that will exchange stuff for emeralds for you. See, 21 will get emeralds. So if you're a bit low on emeralds, look around. One of the villages should actually offer you emeralds for items that you might have. So yeah, that's pretty much the main additions to 1.3. Tripwire is going to be damn awesome for making traps, and also I like how villages are becoming a bit more useful than they used to be. It used to be a bit bad just going in there and raiding their wheat farms and not really feeling right about it, you know, because they just seem to sit there and don't really think about it. But yeah, also there's another temple in the forest as well that's supposed to spawn naturally, made out of stones. And they were supposed to have traps and treasure inside, but I was not able to locate any of those. If any of you guys have got any seeds that have those in, I would really like to hear about that. But yeah, there's been a hell of a lot of fixes and patches to a lot of mundane items that I haven't mentioned here. These are just what I consider to be the highlights of the patch, and it is pretty cool. Minecraft keeps impressing me with what you can actually do with it, and what they keep adding. That just seems to keep the game alive and more interesting. But yeah, have fun with redstone and all the new blocks and constructions, and I hope to see some awesome things in the future. Cheers, guys.